Picture this, you're the CEO of a well-established company, a name that resonates in homes across the country. For years, you've built your reputation on producing high-quality appliances at prices that make them accessible to everyone. Your strategy has been simple yet effective: deliver value, keep costs low, and watch the profits roll in. And it worked until it didn't. You start to notice a shift in consumer preferences, particularly among younger buyers who are gravitating towards handmade furniture and artisanal products. Suddenly, the market landscape is changing, and you find yourself at a crossroads. Do you stick with what has worked for so long, or do you pivot towards becoming the premier supplier of inexpensive handmade furniture? This is the essence of strategy execution, the process of translating a well thought out plan into action. It's not just about having a strategy, it's about making that strategy work in the real world. And let me tell you, the road to successful execution is often fraught with challenges. First off, let's talk about alignment, or rather, the lack thereof. Imagine crafting a brilliant strategy, only to find out that your employees, the very people who need to execute it, don't even understand it. This alignment can stem from ineffective communication, where the strategy fails to trickle down through the ranks. Employees may feel lost, unsure of their role in the grand plan. This disconnect can lead to a lack of motivation, confusion, and ultimately failure to execute the strategy. Then there's the issue of resources. You may have the best strategy in the world, but without the necessary resources, be it financial backing, skilled personnel, or the right technology, your plans are just that, plans. Picture a sports team with a fantastic game plan, but no players who can execute it. Similarly, if your organization is strapped for cash or lacks the right talent, even the most well-crafted strategy can falter. Commitment is another critical factor. You can have a strategy that everyone agrees on, but if your employees aren't genuinely committed to it, you're in trouble. Sometimes, this lack of commitment arises from skepticism. If employees don't believe in the achievability of the strategy, or don't understand its benefits, they're unlikely to give their all. It's like trying to push a boulder uphill without everyone's effort. It's just not going to happen. Change management is yet another hurdle. Implementing a new strategy often requires significant changes within the organization. Change can be uncomfortable, and people naturally resist it. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, "We've always done it this way"? Change disrupts routines, and that discomfort can lead to pushback. External factors can also play a significant role in the success or failure of strategy execution. Economic downturns, regulatory changes, or new technologies can all impact your ability to execute your plans. Just when you think you have everything lined up, something outside your control throws a wrench in the works. Despite these challenges, it's crucial for organizations to focus on executing their strategies. Why? Because overcoming these obstacles can significantly increase your chances of achieving your goals. So, how do you do it? First, communicate the strategy effectively. This means ensuring that everyone in the organization understands the strategy and their role in executing it. It's not enough to send out a memo. You need to engage people in discussion, hold meetings, and make sure everyone feels included in the process. Next, provide the necessary resources. This involves assessing what your team needs to succeed and ensuring they have it. Whether it's investing in new technology, hiring skilled employees, or allocating budget for training, providing the right resources is essential for execution. Getting everyone committed is vital. This can be achieved by clearly communicating the benefits of the strategy and providing incentives for employees to achieve their goals. When people see how their efforts contribute to the bigger picture, they're more likely to invest themselves in the process. Managing change effectively is also critical. Develop a clear change management plan that addresses potential resistance and provides support to employees as they adjust to new ways of working. Change doesn't have to be a dirty word. It can be an opportunity for growth and innovation if managed correctly. Lastly, be flexible. The external environment is constantly changing, and your strategy may need to adapt accordingly. Being open to tweaking your plans based on new information or shifting circumstances can be the difference between success and failure. Now, let's circle back to the importance of strategy execution in the context of our hypothetical appliance company. If you decide to pivot towards handmade furniture, you'll need to ensure that every aspect of your organization aligns with this new strategy. This means reevaluating your production processes, marketing strategies, and even your supply chain. You've got to think about competitive advantage, superior performance, and sustainability. Competitive advantage means outshining your competitors, and that requires a strategy that resonates with your target market. Superior performance is about not just meeting, but exceeding expectations. And sustainability, that's about ensuring your strategy can stand the test of time, adapting as necessary to stay relevant. When you execute your strategy well, you not only motivate your employees, but also create a culture of accountability and engagement. Employees who understand their role in the strategy are more likely to feel secure in their jobs and invested in their work. But what happens when things don't go according to plan? Why do strategies fail? One common issue is a poor match between the strategy and the organization's core competencies. If the strategy is ambitious, but the organization lacks the skills or resources to achieve it, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Another issue is the overwhelming number of objectives that can lead to confusion. If your team is juggling too many priorities, it becomes impossible to focus on executing any one strategy effectively. Moreover, if the management team fails to communicate the strategy clearly, employees are left in the dark. They need to understand not just what the strategy is, but why it matters and how they fit into it. To close the gap between strategy and execution, it's crucial to foster a culture of accountability. This involves creating operational plans that are coordinated at every level of the organization, ensuring that everyone is aligned and working towards the same goals. In the end, the most successful companies are those that can bridge the gap between strategy and execution. They do this by maintaining a clear focus on their goals, engaging their employees, and adapting to the ever-changing landscape of the market. So, as you contemplate the future of your appliance company, remember that strategy execution is not just an afterthought, it's the lifeblood of your organization. Embrace the challenges, communicate effectively, provide resources, and inspire commitment. With the right approach, you can turn your strategic vision into reality and secure your place in the market for years to come.